This is the homework tutorial for 6.1. Let's read the directions first. It says, use the model to write an equivalent fraction. So we can't, remember what we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. Okay, so we can cut this straight in half, and that would be the same thing as times 2. Yeah, because if we cut it in half. So let's count how many we have here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. What's half of 6? 3. So let's find the 3, cut it in half, and that means we're just timesing by 2. So everyone should be writing with me. Okay, so if we have, and I'm going to show you 2. They gave us one option which will also work. So 4 times 2 is what? What's 4 times 2, everybody? 8. Good. What is 6 times 2? 12. So an equivalent is 8 twelfths. Now the example they showed that, you know what? You can actually, let me change the color. You can actually divide it. So if are these equal parts? Yeah, we'd actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're all equal parts. So you could actually simplify it and get 2 that are shaded for the numerator out of the total, which is 3. So both are correct answers. You can either multiply by 2 by cutting it in half, or you can divide them both by 2 and get 2/3. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, that's the cool thing about equivalent fractions, is as long as you follow the rule of whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom, they'll be equivalent. So in this case, we times by 2, and in this one, it was divided by 2. Okay, let's look at number 2. Actually, I'm going to let you do number 2. And you can times it, you can do it this way. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can you cut 12 in half? Yeah. Okay, so you could just do 6, right? That's one way. All right, let's look at the next section. Let's read the directions. Ready? Next section, everyone's reading the directions. They have their pencils in their hands. And go. Tell whether the fractions are equivalent. Write equal or not equal. Okay, so first of all, one way to do it is just pick the smaller fraction. Let's go ahead and look at 3. What do you think? 8/10 or 4/5? We just have to see if they're equivalent. So let's go to 4/5. Let's do this one with the smaller numbers. How do you get from 4 to 8? It's times 2, right? So 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, what we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. So 5 times 2. What is 5 times 2?
10.
10. Okay, does 8/10 equal 8/10?
Yeah.
Then that one is
Equal.
So we would write equal on that. All right, let's look at number 4. Okay, so let's pick this one with the smaller numbers. How do you get from 1 to 7? Times 7. So if I did 1 times 7, 1 times 7 equals 7. Okay, so what we do to the top, we have to do to the
Bottom.
Yeah, so let's do 2 times 7. What's 2 times 7?
14.
14. Oh, wait. Does 7/12 equal 7/14?
No.
Then this one is not equal. Okay, let's look at number 8. Read it and do cube. Ready, and you should have your pencils in your hands writing everything I write. And go. Sophia's vegetable garden is divided into 12 equal sections. Let's go ahead and draw a picture of a garden. And how many sections are we going to do? 12. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to, because I know 12, you can cut 12 in half equal, right? Can you do that?
Yeah.
What's half of 12?
6.
6. So I'm going to put 6 here. So like that. Let's count to make sure we have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I do it? Good. So Sophia's vegetable garden is divided into 12 equal sections. Check, we did it. Everyone should be writing this, right? Okay, she plants carrots in 8 of the sections. I'm going to write a C for carrots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Did that. Write 2 fractions that are equivalent to the part of Sophia's garden that is planted with carrots. So what is our fraction for carrots? How many carrots did we do? 8. And what is the total? 12. Okay, so it says write 2 fractions that are equal. Well, what do we notice about 8 and 12? They're both what numbers? They are both even numbers. So that means that 2 is a factor. So we can actually divide those by 2. So what, and that's the same thing as cutting them in half, right? So what's half of 8?
4.
4. Okay. What's half of 12?
6.
6. So that is an equivalent fraction. What do you notice about 4, 6? 4 and 6 are both what numbers?
Even.
Even. Can we cut it in half again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's half of 4? 2. What's half of 6?
3.
3. So 4, 6, and 2/3 are equivalent fractions. Let me just show you. So we divided these both by, we divided 8 by 2 and 12 by 2 to get 4, 6, right? And then we divided 4, 6 by 2 again to get 2/3. All right, so our carrots. Okay. All right. Now I'm just going to explain 9 for you to do. It says, draw a model to show a fraction that is equivalent to 1/3 and a fraction that is not equivalent to 1/3. So remember, what you do to the top, you have to do to the
Bottom.
Okay. All right. And that's how you get an equivalent fraction. If you don't want an equivalent fraction, then do something that would not, you wouldn't multiply the top and the bottom. Okay, ready and go.